In recent years, the conversation around dietary fats has evolved significantly, with saturated fats often at the center of debate. For decades, we've been told to limit our intake of these fats due to their perceived link with heart disease and other health concerns. However, emerging research suggests that the role of saturated fats in our diet may be more nuanced than previously thought. This article aims to provide a balanced perspective on saturated fats, emphasizing the importance of moderation, the context in which they are consumed, and their place in a healthy diet. Saturated fats are a type of dietary fat found predominantly in animal products such as meat, butter, cheese, and milk, as well as some plant oils like coconut and palm oil. Chemically speaking, saturated fats are made up of chains of carbon atoms fully saturated with hydrogen atoms, which makes them solid at room temperature. Saturated fats have been vilified due to their association with elevated cholesterol levels and an increased risk of heart disease. This perspective was largely based on studies from the mid-20th century that link high cholesterol levels with heart disease and noted that saturated fats could raise cholesterol levels. Consequently, the World Health Organization and other health authorities recommend limiting the intake of saturated fats to less than 10% of total daily calories. Excessive consumption can lead to a buildup of cholesterol in the arteries, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. Here are some everyday foods that contain saturated fat and ways to reduce the fat content in foods. 1. Meat. Meat is a significant source of saturated fats in many diets. While these fats contribute to the flavor and texture of meat, they have also been linked to various health concerns when consumed in excess. It is essential to analyze both the benefits and risks associated with saturated fat consumption from meat to make informed dietary choices. Strategies for reducing saturated fat intake from meat. Choose lean cuts. Opt for lean cuts of meat such as sirloin or tenderloin, which contain less saturated fat compared to fattier cuts like ribeye or T-bone. Trim visible fat. Before cooking, trim any visible fat from the meat to reduce overall fat content. Cooking methods. Use cooking methods that do not add extra fat, such as grilling, broiling, or baking instead of frying. Portion control. Be mindful of portion sizes to avoid excessive intake of saturated fats. Incorporate plant-based proteins. Balance your diet by including plant-based protein sources such as beans, lentils, and tofu, which are low in saturated fats. 2. Butter. Butter is a dairy product made by churning milk or cream. It is rich in fat, with approximately 80% of its content being fat, of which around 65% is saturated fat. These saturated fats are primarily composed of palmitic acid, stearic acid, and myristic acid. While it is important to be mindful of saturated fat intake, it is equally important to consider the role that butter can play in a balanced diet. Butter is a natural source of essential nutrients such as vitamins A, D, E, and K. It also contains butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that has been linked to improved gut health and reduced inflammation. Moderation is key when it comes to incorporating butter into your diet. Rather than eliminating butter entirely, consider using it in moderation alongside other healthy fats such as olive oil, avocados, and nuts. This approach allows you to enjoy the flavor and culinary benefits of butter while maintaining a heart-healthy diet. 3. Cheese. Cheese, a beloved staple in many diets around the world, is often praised for its rich flavor and versatility. From topping pizzas to being a key component in gourmet dishes, cheese's presence is undeniable. Cheese is a significant source of saturated fats. The amount can vary depending on the type of cheese, with hard cheeses like cheddar and Parmesan containing higher levels than softer varieties like mozzarella or cottage cheese. For instance, a 1-ounce serving of cheddar cheese contains about 6 grams of saturated fat, which is nearly 30% of the daily recommended limit for an average adult. While cheese can be part of a healthy diet, moderation is key. It's important to balance cheese consumption with other nutrient-rich foods. Incorporating a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help maintain a well-rounded diet. Additionally, choosing lower-fat cheese options or reducing portion sizes can help manage saturated fat intake without eliminating cheese from your diet entirely. 4. Milk. Milk is a widely consumed beverage, rich in essential nutrients such as calcium, vitamin D, and protein. However, it also contains varying levels of saturated fats, depending on the type, whole, reduced fat, or skim. The specific amount of saturated fat in milk can vary based on the type. Whole milk contains about 3.5% fat, with a significant portion being saturated. Reduced fat options, such as 2% or skim milk, have lower saturated fat content due to the removal of some or all of the fat. While milk does contain saturated fats, its nutritional benefits can outweigh potential drawbacks when consumed wisely. Moderation, awareness of your overall diet, and personalized choices are key strategies for incorporating milk into a healthy lifestyle. 5. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is unique among plant-based oils due to its high saturated fat content, comprising about 90% of its total fat content. The primary saturated fats in coconut oil include lauric acid, myristic acid, and palmitic acid. Lauric acid, which constitutes nearly 50% of the fat content, is particularly noteworthy due to its antimicrobial properties and potential health benefits. Coconut oil is often promoted for weight loss due to its medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, which are metabolized differently than long-chain fatty acids. MCTs are rapidly absorbed and converted into energy, potentially aiding weight management by increasing energy expenditure and promoting satiety. Lauric acid in coconut oil has been shown to possess antimicrobial properties, making it effective against certain bacteria, viruses, and fungi. This characteristic contributes to its popularity in skincare and oral health products. While coconut oil offers potential health benefits, it's crucial to consume it in moderation as part of a balanced diet. Here are some tips for incorporating coconut oil into your lifestyle. 1. Use coconut oil sparingly and consider it as one component of a diverse diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. 2. Replace other sources of saturated fats with coconut oil when appropriate, but also include a variety of healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, and nuts. 3. Stay updated with ongoing research about dietary fats and consult with healthcare professionals to tailor dietary choices to your individual health needs. 6. Palm oil. Palm oil, a widely used vegetable oil, is a staple in many households and industries around the world. It is present in a myriad of products, from cooking oils and processed foods to cosmetics and cleaning agents. Palm oil contains approximately 50% saturated fats, primarily in the form of palmitic acid. While some studies suggest that not all saturated fats have the same impact on health, palmitic acid has been shown to elevate cholesterol levels more than other types of saturated fatty acids. Experts advise consuming palm oil in moderation as part of a balanced diet. While it can be part of a healthy eating pattern, it should not be the primary source of dietary fat. Prioritize whole, unprocessed foods that naturally contain healthier fats. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins should form the foundation of your diet. Although saturated fats are unhealthy, they also have many health benefits. While you don't need to completely eliminate saturated fats, you should consume them in moderation. It's important to maintain a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Replace saturated fats with healthier unsaturated fats found in foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil. These fats can help improve cholesterol levels and reduce your risk of heart disease. When shopping for food, pay attention to nutrition labels. Many processed foods contain hidden saturated fats. Choose products labeled as low in saturated fat or those that use healthier fat alternatives. How you prepare foods can affect their saturated fat content. Grilling, broiling, or steaming are healthier cooking methods than frying in butter or lard. If you are unsure about how much saturated fat you should be consuming, consider consulting a nutritionist or dietitian. They can provide personalized advice based on your needs and health goals.